Alright, here's the audience.
Hello.
We're outside today because the lighting in the garage wasn't perfect. Alright, you guys are good to go behind. Okay, today I'd like to talk to you guys about the squat. I'm going to go through a demonstration on how to do a proper barbell squat. But first I'd like to give you a little bit of information about why should you do this exercise and why it's important to you. The squat is a fundamental movement for the human body. From the time we're babies, we can be in a perfect squat position. We lose that ability over time from sitting 8 hours a day in the classroom, driving around in our cars, sitting on toilets, and we're not very mobile in our daily lives. So we've lost the ability to squat properly. If you go to third world countries, they are able to get into these correct positions, and it makes life easier movement wise. So it's going to help with your walking. It's going to help with going upstairs, running, any sort of movement you do. If you can squat properly, get into the correct positions and get stronger at it, it's going to improve the quality of your life. So now we'll go through how to perform a proper squat. So this is a barbell. The first thing you do, you'd be in a power rack, so you'd get underneath the bar and get width of your hands in a comfortable position and get it on your back in a comfortable spot. And you want to be in the middle of the barbell, so half the barbell on one side, half the barbell on the other. To get your back tight, which is essential, you want to feel like you're bending the bar over your back. So that's going to tighten up your back, get your shoulder blades retracted, and get you in a good position. So now you're in position to squat. Your feet are about shoulder width apart, or whatever's comfortable, and we're going to begin the descent. So to begin the descent, this first mover, we have to get the bar over the front of into the middle of our feet. So if you draw a line from the bar down, it's at my heels right now. So the first thing I need to do to be on balance is to get the bar over the midpoint of my feet. So for me, where it's comfortable on my back, I have to initiate with my hips to get the bar over the middle of my feet, and then I'm ready to go straight down. So the first thing I do, I initiate with the hips, and then I can drop straight down into the hole. When you're in the hole, what's important is your heels are on the ground. When your heels come off the ground, that puts too much pressure on your knees. So you want your heels on the ground, and you want the crease of your hip below your knee. The reason why that's important is if you're doing half squats to here, all of the weight is being put on your knees. When it's here, the weight's getting put on the stronger part of your body, which is your hips. You don't want the weight on your knees, you want it in your hips, otherwise your knees are going to start hurting. That's why it's important to squat all the way down. Another point of emphasis when we're going down, besides that our heels are on the ground and we're all the way down, is that the bar is still over the midpoint of our feet. We're on balance still. Alright? You don't want to be too far forward, and you don't want to be too far back. If it's more comfortable up here, you're already over the middle of your feet, and then you drop into a more straight down position. So it just depends on where the bar starts. You just want to stay on balance. Alright? To initiate going up, you want to both drive with your hips up and also your chest up at the same time. So if you focus on hips up, chest up, you'll come straight up and come back to the correct position. So that's a full squat. You would go through a progressive overload. So you would start with a low weight and work yourself up. Once you get used to the exercise, at first you'd want to make sure you can get into the proper positions. A lot of times people's ankles are not flexible enough, so they can only get down so far. You don't want to do a barbell squat until you can get into the correct positions without a barbell, and then move forward. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.